Today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 ideas for no chocolate DIY advent calendars that are perfect for toddlers. Hi guys, I'm Cara, welcome back to my channel. As many of you will already know, I am mum to a 27-month-old toddler called Ben, and crazily it is that time of the year where I'm going to start talking about Christmas. Today I'm going to be sharing some of the advent calendar ideas that we have done with Ben in the past or that we're going to do with him this year that involve no chocolate, and most of them are really easy to DIY by yourselves. Then at the end of this video I'm also going to be sharing my favourite no chocolate bought advent calendar and hopefully giving you guys a little bit of inspiration as we head into December. So let's get started. My first idea is something that we've done with Ben since his very first Christmas, and something that I think we will continue to do for a very long time, and that is a book advent calendar. Really simply, you get 24 books that are either kind of Christmas themed or winter themed and wrap them up individually, and the toddler will open one every single day of Advent. Now this sounds like it could work out pretty expensive, however most of the books we've actually picked up in the charity shop. I think this one costs 50 pence and it's kind of like a holographic one. We've got some really small ones that actually were passed down to us from friends, so cost us absolutely nothing, and we have actually invested, because Ben's growing up with both English and German, in quite a few German Christmas themed books. But these are also have been used since his first Christmas and will continue to be used for Christmases to come.
Auch Babybär will was erleben, doch warum muss der Teig so kleben?
There are also some great deals on new books if you look around. I did pick up quite a few new ones this year just because Ben is a little bit older and can deal with a slightly longer storyline now. I actually got them in the works and it was around 5 books for £10. I will link it below if it's still there or if they are running something similar. And I picked up things like Aliens Love Panta Claus. Now Ben loves the story Aliens Love Underpants. If you have a toddler you should definitely check that out. It's very funny and Ben loves it. And also things like Father Christmas Needs a Wee, which I know Ben will find absolutely hilarious. And it's also worth doing things like checking out the pound shop. I picked up this one, Santa's Little Helpers, last year, which is not a great storyline, but it's got brilliant pictures and Ben still loved it. And then there's some really lovely Christmas classics like Mog's Christmas Calamity, which are really worth throwing in there as well. Like I said, we have done this since Ben was a little 5-month-old baby on his very first Christmas, but then we didn't do 24 books. We've slowly built our collection, and we did one book every few days when he was really small. Last year I think we did one book every second day, and then this year we've built our collection enough that we can do one book a day. And to be fair, I think that when Ben was much smaller, one book every few days was more than enough. My next idea is incredibly cost effective because all it involves is some cotton wool balls and a homemade Santa face. The idea is that every day of Advent you stick a little bit of cotton wool on each of the numbers and build up Santa's beard so that when his beard is ready, it's Christmas and it's time for Santa to come. Here's number 4. He's got a big woolly beard, Santa, doesn't he? A big woolly white beard. Oh! And this type of DIY advent calendar is open to so much creativity. It doesn't have to be adding onto Santa's beard. You could add a shiny red sequin or a red pom-pom onto Rudolph's nose every day, or a colourful pom-pom to a homemade Christmas tree. There are just so many options. My next advent calendar idea may involve a little bit of a purchase. For us it didn't, because we were actually given or handed down this Little People nativity set by my aunt. It did actually belong to my little cousin on his very first Christmas, so it is 20 years old now, but it is still in great condition because obviously the Little People toys are really good and definitely super durable. So there are 24, in fact more than 24 little characters in this set. The idea is that we will wrap all these up individually, put them in a big bowl, and Ben will open one every single day of Advent. Then he'll be able to add it to his scene and play with them throughout the festive season. Who is it?
The angel Gabriel.
The angel Gabriel? Yeah, where's baby Jesus?
There.
And I know that this Little People set is huge. It's actually made up of 3 different sets: the In Bethlehem set, the Shepherds and the Stable set, and then also the 3 Kings set. So it does have a lot of pieces. I know that lots of the sets that you might pick up, there are really nice wooden ones, for example, at the moment in Lidl, or we were given this one made by my great auntie a few years ago when Ben was born. That is a really lovely home knitted one, and it has 12 pieces. So with this, for example, you could give a piece every second day, just like I suggested with the books if 24 is too much, and in the same way slowly build up the nativity scene. Well, there's the inn. Oh, there's a Diplodocus made its way into the nativity scene. These nativity sets are also lovely things to actually play with your toddler, and it's a great way to introduce them to the Christmas story. My next one is again a very cost effective one because all it involves is a piece of card and some stickers. So I actually got these in the pound shop. They're actually window stickers, but they're really a great size, and there's quite a variety of characters, or ones like this which I picked up in Home Bargains for about 79p. The idea is simply that every day of Advent you pass over one of the stickers to your toddler to add to the Christmas scene, and as Advent progresses you'll have more and more characters on your piece of paper. And if you choose the window stickers, you can put them directly onto a smooth surface like a fridge, a mirror, or of course a window. This is also a really lovely one for language and a great discussion point, because as they're adding on the stickers you can talk about who or what that is and really kind of prepare them for the celebrations of Christmas. I have to admit, for this next one I have not DIY'd it. I have cheated a little bit and bought it. However, it would 100% be possible and relatively easy to DIY this if you wanted, and that is a felt Christmas tree with lots of different decorations that you add on each day of Advent. So this is just a green felt Christmas tree, and it comes with these little decorations. Again, you could make them like little baubles and snowflakes that you stick on. They do have the kind of sticky hard part of Velcro on the back so that they stick onto the tree, and then obviously you have 23 decorations, and then on Christmas Eve you would add the star to that. I think that this is a really lovely decorative piece to have up on your wall throughout the Christmas season, and I know that Ben will absolutely love taking these off and back on again and rearranging them and playing with it in the lead up to Christmas. My next recommendation is something that is pretty close to my heart, and that's because this is something that my gran did for me when I was growing up, and that is to have a Christmas tree decoration advent calendar. Now, my gran actually a long time ago, so probably around 30 years ago, bought this, and it is full of 24 little books, all with numbers, and each one has a little rhyming Christmas story inside. The idea is that in every day of Advent you take them out and add them to your Christmas tree. I am, however, not from a family that put their Christmas tree up on the 1st of December, so you can take them out and add them to a plant in your house, or just read them and maybe put them in a bowl at the side until you're ready to put your Christmas tree up. But you don't need to go out and buy something like this. You can actually just take decorations from your Christmas tree and have them there wrapped up, ready to go. Again, that's something then you just don't have to buy, and it's a really lovely thing to do every day, especially to get your children involved in decorating the house for the festive season. And for those of you who just don't have the time or are not into DIYing your own advent calendar for your toddler, there are some great ones on the market. There are lots of ones with super good quality toys and also ones with books. Ben this year has been gifted this Playmobil 123 advent calendar from my aunt. If you've seen this video, you will know that Ben totally loves his Playmobil 123 house. He also has the Playmobil 123 Safari, and he will be getting some of the vehicles for his Christmas this year. Also from my aunt, she is like the Playmobil lady. Actually, I think Ben's nearly got all of his Playmobil from her. The Playmobil 123 is essentially just Playmobil for younger children, so it doesn't have all the really small parts, and it is brilliant. It is such good quality, and I think that's what I love about this. It is not super cheap. I will link it for you below, but it also tells you on the back exactly what you'll be getting. It builds a really beautiful Christmas scene, and I know that Ben will play with this for hours. He is just so into small world play, so this is totally up his street. I have to admit, I am already really looking forward to Christmas. It is something to look forward to in this pretty dreary, mundane pandemic life. And so over the next few weeks, I am going to be making quite a few Christmas videos. So make sure you hit subscribe if you'd like to see more of this type of Christmas content. Next week, I will be sharing what we've got Ben for Christmas, and I hope to give you a little bit of inspiration if you have toddlers around the same age. Thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you have liked it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye!